Hey everyone, it's CL King, ready to start another exciting broadcast entitled It's All About Youth. And I am so lucky because my house is relatively empty. Chris, do me a favor, go turn my computer down. The beauty of having a live broadcast in your home is that sometimes you get a lot of noise, and then other times, like this rare moment, you get a very quiet time because it's just me and my two boys. So, let me enjoy this peace and quiet for just a moment. And I wanted to tell you that tonight's broadcast, usually we talk about the issues facing our young people, and we discuss, the challenges that you guys have. And I created this format so that way I could have an opportunity to interact with young people, their parents, teachers, and all that. And it's very important. It's so important to have a constant contact with the people that you serve. And that's my vision and mission in life, is to be a servant to this next generation. Because I will tell you this, that it was a servant, like I told many of you, it was a servant, a lady named Ruth and Paul Plowden, who helped impact my life. And so, because of their service to me, I am able to do what I do. And it's such a wonderful joy and blessing to be able to do that. And so, instead of necessarily dealing with all the serious topics today, because we did that for 33 sessions last week, I wanted to talk about the experience that we had in Pamlico County. So I want to tell you this: Pamlico County Schools is off the chain. You hear me? I mean, it's like I was totally blown away at my whole time there. And the reason why we were there was because of a meeting that I was able to have with the great and notorious Dr. Dawson. And we met actually last year and began planning this epic week-long event in Pamlico. And one of the things that I was so inspired about when I met Dr. Dawson was her connection with her people and the connection with her students, and how she really wanted to make sure that the CL King group was going to come there and do something to positively impact those students. And I will tell you this, I've been in a lot of places, and like I told you guys, spoke to a lot of folks, thousands upon thousands upon thousands. And, sometimes you can get lost in the massiveness of speaking to a large crowd. But I really felt like every last one of you, I shook your hands. All nearly 2,000 of you in this Pamlico County School District. And I looked into your eyes and I realized that there are some great, great individuals in this county. Now, tonight I want to start by reading you some of the responses that I got. And those of you that are viewing, all you have to do is get yourself a Ustream account if you haven't viewed it yet. And all you have to do is just log on to Ustream, and you can actually chat with us live. And if you chat with us live on the air, I will be sure to mention your comment, because I'm going to mention some of you tonight anyway. So let's start with Fred A. Anderson. I think I probably got this school's name wrong, because I would think I was calling it A. Anderson. It's Fred A. Anderson Elementary School. And this is the first place where we started our time off at Pamlico County Schools. Again, if you're a viewer and you want to chime in, you want to say something and have it said over the air, then just go ahead and click on the chat option, and I'll be sure to mention your name to all the viewers that will see this right now live, and also our viewers that will see it later on today and tomorrow, because we send this all across North Carolina and to areas over in the West Coast and up north in the areas of Ohio. So this may be your opportunity to hear your name spread all across America. But Fred A. Anderson Elementary School, under the leadership of the great principal there, Miss Metters. When I walked into that building, I want to tell you something. There's something that you could tell about when you walk into a building. Because I'm a speaker and I realize that the first few minutes that I get to speak with you young people, you're going to either like me or think that I'm a total waste of time. You're going to think that this guy is going to bring the mail and I'm going to listen to what he's got to say, or you're going to be like sitting in the back with your arm on the seat. And you're going to be thinking about nothing I got to say. I've seen both of those scenarios, by the way. I've seen those scenarios where the young people, no matter what I said, would not listen to what I say. And here's what I've learned in, I started speaking in front of people when I was 15 years old. So that's quite a long time. That's 24 years almost of speaking to people as a young adult into an adulthood. And here's what I've learned, that you cannot change everyone. Though I will do my best to try to reach you, I've realized that you cannot change everyone. So when I went into Fred A. Anderson Elementary School, I realized that this school had some tremendous and wonderful leadership. And the leadership was because of Miss Metters. And her students were so amazing. We got to spend time with them in 3 different sessions, the third, fourth, and fifth. And then we got to do it all over again in the afternoon with the 4th and 5th. So we had 5 sessions in one day, in one 8-hour day. We had 5 sessions at Fred A. Anderson Elementary School. That's what started this whole thing off. And then I will tell you this, those young people at Fred A. Anderson, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you guys should be very, very proud of yourself, because you guys committed to saying, we are going to make NC bully free. We are going to do what it takes not to have bullying in our schools. We're going to erase drama, girls, right? And we're going to realize, boys, that, what he said about you is not going to be the end of the world, because I promise you this, there's going to be one more person in life that will say something about you. You have to learn how to just brush it off and move on, because who you are is more important than what they say. If you know who you are, they can say whatever. I went to speak one time, and they told me that I was too loud. Imagine that. Me, calm and quiet CL King. They said I was too loud. So what I did was, the next time I went to speak, I was even louder, because I am who I am. And not every place I go, I don't get invited to many places that are quiet, because they don't need me there. So listen to some of the comments that I got from Fred A. Anderson. This is a young man named Tyler. He said, my part in bully-free schools is to help people who are being bullied so they cannot bully anymore and be happy with their self. So it will stop bullying. No kid will be sad about their self. No kid. And this is from a young man named Tyler at Fred A. Anderson. Another one, Camden. See, you folks out there, listen for your name, because I'm going to be talking about you. A young man named Camden said, I will help make NC bully free by telling an adult when someone is being bullied, trying not to bully in any way. So in other words, Camden's saying, I've got to take responsibility for myself. And finding an adult who can help the bully out with his or her problem. See, and this is what I talked about. Camden, how did you know that I was discussing this with the teachers later on in the week? That we've got to help that bully discover what it is they're doing and change their behavior. Excellent thoughts. RJ, this bully free is fun to help the community, because I need to help the community be safe. This is from RJ. Excellent thought, RJ. This one is Perla. If someone is being a bully, I would tell them to stop being a bully. You know, sometimes we have made this topic of bully free in NC like rocket science. How, CL King, tell us, how do we stop bullying in North Carolina and around the world? We say stop. It is a very conscious choice to treat someone a certain way. You have to stop. You have to hesitate, like that young girl did when we were racing there at the primary school. You remember who you are. I held the young man back, and he was like, "What's going on? You're holding me." And she stopped. It's just that simple. It's a conscious choice. And so Perla said, if someone's being a bully, I'm going to tell them to stop. Also, I would never bully someone because they might bully me. She's saying, hey, look, you get what you give. And so we got to be careful not to allow ourselves to get caught in that trap. Uh-oh, here's somebody's Zamir. If I was going to help people, I would help them from getting bullied. He said, I don't care if I would be tired and didn't have any food or water. I will still help. Even if I live or die, I will help them from getting bullied or being laughed at and picked on. Bully free in NC. Powerful. Powerful statements. Now these statements are coming from 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and I literally have hundreds of them here in my possession, and I'm keeping them, and I may even redecorate my red, white, and blue music room and office with these statements because I want to be reminded of them also. We're going to take some of the comments and put them on our Facebook page and also on our website because look at this, guys. I want you guys to see that I'm not just making this up to you. There's a literal stack of these are what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to stop bullying in North Carolina. And the young people are saying we're going to do it. Here's a young lady named Mariah. And she was really sweet because I have a daughter named Mariah. So hello out there to all the Mariahs. I will stop bullying my friends and be a nice friend in the community of North America. She was serious. So she said, I'm going to stop. This is something that a young person would say, I know that part of the issue may be me. And moms and dads, listen to me. Just like I said on the Great Parent Summit that night in Pamlico County, you have to listen sometimes when something is brought to your attention. It pains us as parents to hear that our kids have done something, but sometimes they do, and we need to be able to intervene. Let me read just a couple more. These are so sweet and so special. People have actually drawn pictures. I mean, they've colored them. And I'm going to keep every last one of them. Oh, look at this one. This is from Jordan there at Fred A. Anderson Elementary. It says, I would go on a TV show and I would encourage people to stop bullying. You know, Jordan, if you ever hear of an opportunity, give us a call and we'll put you on our show live so your friends and family can hear just exactly how you would do it. I'm going to encourage people to stop bullying. Oh, and if you do, I would go to your school and say, good job. Awesome job. Somebody needs to hear that they're doing good when they stop bullying. Way to go, Jordan. Appreciate it. This is Layden. Very good handwriting, Layden. I will always try to help people. That's what he said. I will always try to help people. I'll try to find a way to make them feel like they fit in. And try to warn the teacher there is a bully that keeps bullying me and all the kids in our school. So we got young people getting involved. And this is not creating a victim mentality, adults. This is saying that we've got to be responsible for ourselves. Because unfortunately, I'm gearing up for our next event here. And so I can't travel and stay at one place. These young people have got to take responsibility for themselves. And I will tell you this, though, I do believe that it has a lot to do with the home. Here's Wyatt. The way I would stop bullying is I would go around all North Carolina to stop bullying. Anytime, any place, I would stop physical and mental bullying. So this is a very enlightened student that says I realize that bullying takes on more than one form. And so here's our last one. And I didn't even pre-screen these. Of all of you that know how I speak and how I prepare for things, I live this stuff. We live it. And so in other words, this is not scripted. This is actually, we just took it out the envelopes and said, hey, look, let's see what the kids are saying. And I've just been reading them since I've been gone. I've just been blown away. I will make sure that I reach out and impact someone's life in a positive way. I will stand up for my friends that are in need. I will make sure no one hurts another. I will make sure an adult knows when someone is getting bullied. And that is from Casey. Fred A. Anderson was an awesome way to start this time. And then, as you guys know, we eased on down the road a bit to the high school. We got to spend time on the second day of our extravaganza with some high school students. Let me tell you something. The 9th and 10th graders at Pamlico High School are beyond cool. These young people are energetic. I got to arm wrestle some fellas and who thought they had some guns and some arms, that is, and had some young ladies arm wrestle me who just came up a little bit short. But we gave a lot of stuff away. We had a great time. I even had somebody sing and attempt to sing the alphabet backwards, something that you guys know that we do in a lot of schools, and no one has yet figured out. Maybe if I study the other way, C.L. King would call on me to do it backwards. And so the 9th and 10th graders is who we had on the second day. And then we eased on over to the middle school. Pamlico Middle School, under the leadership of Miss Jackson and her great team, Mr. Johnson. And I'm going to tell you this right now, Pamlico Middle School is unbelievable because those students were in the library. Now, we had our sessions, guys. We had our sessions in the library. Of all places, you have to be quiet. But in the library, we said, make some noise. And those young people said, yeah, bring it on, C.L. King. And I was like, oh my gosh, these kids are going to take over this place. The middle school was nuts. They were off the hook. And I had such a tremendous time with them. We did our toothpaste game. Many of you know, and we're actually going to be reaching out and partnering, hopefully in the very, very near future, with a very, very big and major campaign designed to take that message to 1.3 million students in this state. And we've got an exciting announcement coming up here in the next little bit. So be sure to be watching our Facebook page and check back in on It's All About Youth, because our team is working feverishly. We realized something when we were playing that toothpaste game. That it's something that you do first thing in the morning. You brush your teeth. If you got any good sense, you brush them. You know what I'm saying? And at the middle school, those kids were squeezing that toothpaste out, and even one of those kids was eating the toothpaste. Now I had Jonah, who was really trying to get himself in the winner's circle, and my goodness, who was it? Haley. She was giving it everything she had. And of course, not everybody can win. But the moral of the story with the toothpaste race, is that once you put it out, you can't take it back. And so when we're talking about how we treat one another and how we respond, we got to do it well. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I had so much fun when we were ringing those bells. Every time I'd say stop at the middle school, they would stop. Every single time. I couldn't figure out how they understood. When I went to Fred A. Anderson and I said stop, they would stop. I was just like, wow, what do they need me here for? These guys got it together. And so such a tremendous time at the middle school. We went back to the high school. The next day, flew back over there to the high school. And this day, we had the seniors and the juniors. This is a different group of people because these are close to being adults. And so what I discussed with the seniors when I had them in the session, the seniors were rocking. The seniors are off the hook too. The seniors are very cool, but they were very mature, and I could tell the focus. I could see the focus in their eyes that they were focused on getting ready for the future. And the seniors, I said, there ain't no power like the senior power, because the senior power don't stop. And they were just like, you want me to actually sing that? I was like, yeah, come on, let's do it. Ain't no, and then I finally got this basketball player. Ain't no power. When we got to the juniors, they finally did it, but it was a little tough getting them to sing them songs because, of course, all their friends were watching. That'd be way too cool. But the seniors really, one thing that I had. Let me just go over here real quick. I made so many new friends here, and the young man who told me that he had a great time playing Duck Duck Goose. That was so funny because I really did too. We went in the lunchroom. It was Mr. Isaiah, and hopefully Isaiah, you're out there and will be able to see this. But Isaiah was sitting at the table, and he didn't even come to our actual rally. He had another engagement, and so I was just being able to sit there and talk with him and his lovely girlfriend. And we were talking, and the seniors around the table, and I said, hey, guys, would y'all, be interested in playing a game of Duck, Duck, Goose? And then, Isaiah was so kind enough to respond back on our Facebook page and tell me he enjoyed the game. So that was so cool. I want to read to you guys some statements also. But before I do, from the rest of you out there, I want to tell you that after we finished there, then we went to the primary school. Everybody say primary. Oh, y'all can't say nothing back. The primary school, I got to spend the day with the second graders, and then we did some intensive groups with some more second graders. The thing I loved about the second graders is that they had so much energy and they had so much discipline. They were so well behaved, and that was because of the leadership of Miss Allison and her staff and her vice principal. It seemed like the students just knew. It wasn't like I had to work hard, even though I was trying to. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. These young people sat there and were just so energized. When I said scream, they screamed. When I said be quiet, they were quiet. It was unbelievable. I mean, I don't, you don't see that everywhere you go. And so, again, Miss Olison and her team, we had such a great time. And then the next day I got to spend time with the teachers, which was unbelievable. We talked about how to get and receive respect. We discussed the art that is associated with dealing with a multitude of personalities in a room. You got to juggle all this stuff. And these teachers, here's what I got when I looked into these teachers' eyes, when I looked into all of your eyes. I realized that at the end of the day, you want these kids to succeed. And if that is always our primary mission, we can get better at things we do. But man, I'm going to tell you what, if you keep that your center focus, you will succeed. And so we had time with them, and then in the evening, Dr. Dawson and Mr. Hawkins. Has anybody in North Carolina met a man more cooler than the board chairman, Mr. Hawkins? I've never seen a board chairman of a board of education be so involved in these young people's lives. I mean, he shows up in the lunchroom. He was anywhere. The first day I had a speech, said, yeah, I'm one of them active board members. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess he was just coming out to be a part of the festivities. Next thing I know, I see Mr. Hawkins everywhere, in the lunchroom, at this event, at that event. And so that night, Thursday night, we got to have a gathering together, a convocation, if you will, for parents and those that are concerned about their young people. And I'm going to tell you this. I am committing to come back to Pamlico County and host one that will be massive. I'm interested in really having a conversation with moms and dads. And that auditorium seats over 800 people, and our team and I are going to work hard to get that thing filled to capacity, because let me tell you something. They spend 70% of their time outside of school, mom and dad. So sometimes we're looking for the answers in the place that they spend the least amount of time. We need the help from the place they spend the most amount of time. That's right here, right up in this house. And so after the parent summit, then I got to go back to all the schools. I got to see my good friend Cole, brother Cole, with his Lincoln Continental. Brother got a Lincoln going in high school. Unbelievable. So many friendly people, so many friendly young people. Look here, Zach. He said he loved the page because we told him not to drop the hammer. So he must have been at the middle school because we delivered our epic speech, our landmark message. Don't drop the hammer there. My man here, Dylan, he said, don't drop the hammer. Very good speech. Do you know who won the $100? Please, that brother looking for some cash. Samantha, good job. I loved you today. Not dropping the hammer. Of course, Isaiah saying he liked to play duck, duck, goose. Even as a senior. Thanks for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed the parent night from Marcy. Tyler, I love what y'all are doing to help young people. Debbie, thank you for sharing your time this evening. This is from a mother. Michaela, thank you for coming to our school this week. I think it's great you're helping us to stop bullying. Rosemarie, I enjoyed the meeting thing yesterday. It was so fun. I'm going to stand up for everyone. She's going to take the whole world on by storm. Go ahead, Rosemarie. My good friend Sam, great friend, great man, pure awesomeness. Ring those bells in Pamlico. Pamlico is still ringing the bells today. Tina, I loved the speech yesterday at my school. Thank you, Tina. Dopest Carmen, you did amazing. Natasha, it was great to hear something that I think is true all the way around. Maddie, you have inspired me with your stories as a student in Pamlico High and a victim of bullying. I can now feel better. These are coming from the real people. Raekwon. I'm Raekwon Willis. You did a great job. I just gave your last name. I'm sorry, brother. Kyle. Hi, I'm from Pamlico Middle School. You guys taught me about how bullying could hurt someone. Alyssa. Everything was 100% true in the assembly. Jesse. I learned today not to bully. It could really hurt someone's feelings. There's Rosemarie again. She's trying to get her name in there to win $100 quick. The CL King Group, this is from Nautica. CL King Group really taught me something today. They taught me that I should not stand by and watch someone getting bullied. Faith. She said, you came to my school and I loved the speech. I hope you come again. I plan on it. I'm coming sooner than you think there, Faith. Kanisha. My name is Kanisha. And I go to Pamlico County High. C.L. King came to my school. He was communicating good with the students, making it fun, but also inspirational. Thank you, Kanisha. Ashley, I go to Pamlico High. See the high school represented in the house. I think your speech will help the students get better. This is Haley. A guy named Mr. King came to our school. It was very fun with the race and the gloves. Pour out all the toothpaste. Oh, I'll tell you what. She said that actions speak louder than words. That's what she learned from that. Here's Dylan. What's up, brother Dylan? He said, I think I should win the $100, but if I do, I'm going to donate it away. Now, that's powerful. Jalen from Pamlico High. I like the speech, and hopefully we can see you here again. I plan on it, Jalen. I'm going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be there for you. Here's Samantha. Your motivational speech was amazing. Really opened my eyes. I've been bullied since I was young, and it stresses me. But she's changing that song now. She's going to turn her world around, and all of you can too. Here I am in the last 2 minutes. I know many of you guys are wondering, how do I get the $100? Well, I'm going to tell you this. It is not this Friday, but Friday the 15th, I will have the drawing. And then on Monday the 18th, we will make the announcement. So Friday the 16th, we'll have the drawing. And then on Monday, March 18th, 2013, we will have the drawing. And so I want you to make sure, I will post that. I'm going to post pictures up of the times that I had to spend with you guys. I'm going to talk about you everywhere I go. Getting ready to gear up for our Don't Be a Copycat major rally there in the city of New Bern, I believe. And then we're also gearing up to go a little bit further west, about 4 hours away, 3.5 hours away. So we've got a full plate. We're going to be gearing up for another episode of It's All About Youth. Going to be starting some new goal initiative courses, but they're going to be a unique situation because we're going to work with the Boys and Girls Club of Coastal Carolina, and we're going to be offering this a one-day course with us. It's going to be 2 hours, and we're going to teach you some of those leadership principles, those core leadership principles to be a success in life. And so this has been a power-packed week. I'm getting my voice back because I got to use it again or else I'm going to be very hungry. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this. Stay connected with us, okay? If there's anything that we can do, we want to be a part of it. If you got something going on at your school, drop us a Facebook hit or call Greg. You know his number is on our website. Or email us because we want to be a part of what's going on in your school and in your life. The CL King Group is different from most organizations in that we service all of this state of North Carolina, 100 counties, but we're interested in every single individual. So this has been your host of It's All About Youth, CL King, detailing to you that we can truly impact one life one day at a time. It's strictly up to us. Thank you, Pamlico County, for being such an amazing host. Thank you, Miss Jackson, Miss Olison, Miss Metters. Oh, Miss Potter. I want you to know something. Miss Potter there at the, was that Fred A. Anderson? Miss Potter thinks she's got a little basketball skill, but Greg and I are going to suit up one day and travel back across that bridge, and we're going to see who got the shot. Because they used to call me MJ. You know what I'm saying? Miss Potter, we're looking for you. You bet you can't run. You can't hide. CL King's watching. Listen, guys, I thank you so much. We'll see you real soon. And remember, whatever you do, Pamlico Middle School, don't drop the hammer.